Hello and welcome to this week's angling blog. You join me on the banks of the river. It's a few days after the pike session where I had a bit of a red letter day. Didn't think we were going to get a bite. We ended up with 3 pike in the net at once, so just shows. And today, coming to the bank with a bit of confidence. It's only a few days after that session. There's a tad bit more clarity in the water, which is a good thing, and them fish that we've seen topping under our feet have still been there this morning. I'm not alone today. I've been joined by our Baz, who's picked up the card, and he's come with me once or twice and not fished and just watched and learned what the river's about. And from now till March he's got the card to try when we come through as well, so he's got a rod out as well. Right, so rather than running over the setups that I use for the fishing, I'll put links at the top to the different videos that run over the ledger and the float setups, because I'm sure regular blog readers don't want to be watching the same thing every week. So this is the box of the lights I brought with me today. And say, got bream, skimmer bream. That's just my bag of bits, offcuts for when I might want to bait up. We've got smelt as a change bait, some joeys, always good to carry a joey with you, sardines. I'd say if anyone watched is on Facebook, they'll see how good they were, and I used to throw them away when they got like that, but after the 19-pound pike they stay in. And I've got a couple of packets of smelts and a few packets of sardines. So yeah, that's the bait box for today. And a good select. It's always good to have a good selection, and obviously you have your favourites you keep going to. But you know, the bait that does well changes every year. But that's the bait box for today. Right, so as you can see there, got 3 rods out. Got my ledger rod out on a herring, and these 2 float fished dead baits out. I've got a sardine on mine, and our Baz put his hand in the box of tricks today and picked out a smelt as what he wanted to try. And yeah, so they're the 3 baits that we've got out today, and hopefully we can get a fish on the bank. As I say, there's no guarantees in piking, is there? Conditions are better today than they were on Thursday, but it's piking and you never know. So fingers crossed we get 1 fish between us on the bank. And I must say, looking at conditions today, they don't bang on for dead baiting. There's a bit of clarity to the water, not too much that would get you thinking that the pike would be up for picking up a dead bait, or sniffing out a dead bait. But it's piking, isn't it? And you just never know. Not too much pace on it, and there's that air of anticipation after having a good session recently. But fingers crossed we get one. I think either way today I'll put the blog up just to show, like I said on the last one, if we don't get anything, to show that it isn't all just catching fish. Right, so a little bit of an update. We're about 2 hours into the session now and not much has happened. I had to take on the wobble as I was wobbling it in a roach, and it spat the bait, and our Baz had a little bit of a look on his rod, but didn't materialise into anything. So yeah, it's been quite a slow start to the day compared to the other day, but like we saw the other day, what was it, 3 fish in about an hour, so they can just turn on just like that. Yeah.
No, I didn't. Jesus Christ.
Keep going. Alright, our Baz into a fish here. First, lost one earlier on, and this feels like a nice fish.
This is a big one.
Just take it easy, Baz. Just take it easy. Take it nice and easy, mate. Could be a nice fish this one, it's not come up. Just play it nicely, Baz, take it nice and easy. Don't keep the pressure, keep the line tight, mate. I say, could be a nice fish this, because it's not come up to the top yet. He's taking plenty of line. Keep it solid, Baz. But you keep that tight line on it, mate. Oh, it was a nice one. Just ease it into the net, mate. Ease it in. There we go, well done, mate. Well done. Showing the feeding patterns on here. He's helping back with his fish. And his hooks have come out in the net. And the wobbling rod's just gone off. So yeah, another chance of a double look up in the net. Moving its way. Right. Baz's is definitely a double. I don't think this is, but what piking's all about. 2 baits on a bank and a pike each. Right, the scenario we've got here is Baz has got a pike, which I was going to show him how to unhook, but his hooks have come out in the net. We moved it along the bank to get some pictures, and as I did, my rod's gone off. I was wobbling when he got his take, so I dropped me to the bail hammer, dropped it in the edge, and when I come back, it just started moving off. So the scenario we've got right now is Baz has got a pike in the net unhooked, and I've got my pike with hooks in it. I'm going to try and teach him now a bit about unhook a pike. So what we've got is the waist thing ready for Baz's pike and my pike to weigh him. Forceps, bolt cutters, and the other forceps there. Right, and what I'm going to try and do is try and help Baz unhook a pike. Let's see how it goes. So hand in, pull it towards you like that. Grab the hook and twist in action just to gently get it out of the mouth there. Just a one hook. And there we go. Now it comes. As you can see there, what you've got to do next time is get a firm grip and pull, and you want to get your hands on this bit here. Oh. Right in. You can't bite you because it's teeth around there. Oh. Hand firmly in and then back towards you like that. Oh. Right. So what I'm going to do is, let's a quick look at my pike. We'll give it a rest in the margin. Next bit, we're going to get Baz's pike out, and we're going to give Baz's pike away, and we're going to have a look at Baz's pike. I've got a feeling it's going to be a double. So Baz is cradling his first river pike in the edge, because he's worked for that today. I've been watching him, and as he worked for that today, he's been moving the baits around, changing baits. He deserves that fish today. He's worked for it, and that's what it's about. It doesn't always come easy, but the lad worked at it today and he's done great. So we're going to zero the scales for him. The pike's been in the margin for a while we unhooked the other pike, because Baz's pike's unhooked itself in the net. So we've got the waistling zeroed. What we're going to do now, we're going to have a look at Baz's pike, and let's see if he's got a river double for his first river pike. Right, in you come, Baz. There's Baz's pike. As I say, it's almost certainly a double. I'd say about maybe 13-14 pound. Get it in the sling. Let's have a waver. And she is £13 exactly. Well done, mate. Fantastic first river fish. Right, and what we'll do now, there you go, mate. You hold your prize up to the camera. So, whichever way you want to get your hand underneath its gill. You've got to hold it tight, it's a big fish, you've got to get it underneath the gill. Tight hold, you've got a tight hold. There you go. Hold it up to the camera. Yeah. And there we go. There's Baz with £13 pike. What do you think, mate? Good. You enjoy it?
Yeah. Good
fun, innit? Well done, mate. You've deserved that today. You've worked hard for that. Well done. Fantastic looking river fish. And there's my pike. Just going to pop her in the waste thing, see however she goes. She's a thick fish, but I don't think she's a double. We'll soon see. Let's have a look. Oh yeah. Happy days. She's going 10.8 on the scales. Well, wasn't expecting that, I thought, but it might be 9.5, something like that, but there we go. £10.5 pike. So let's get her in the margin, and what I'm going to do is get a couple of photos of each of the fish with Baz, you know, because it's his first river fish to remember, and then we'll rest them well and we'll do a short video where we'll get them both back out on the bank together before we release them. Right, and really quickly, there's both back together. What fishing together is all about. Right, we're going to get these really quickly both back now. Thank you very much and well done, Baz. Let's get them back. And there we go. The Savage Gear net showing its worth again. It's a 13 and a £10.5 pike, both in that net. And if I lower it down, look how much room they've got. Both fully vested now. What we're going to do, get a quick release shot. I'm going to let them both go and we'll have a good look at them go back. But yeah, he's just up the bank now, our Baz, but he's done fantastic there. He really has done amazing today. There it is, my 10.5 pounder, fat as a barrel, thick across the back, lovely condition fish, been eating well. So there's my one going back. Back you go, girl. And there she goes. And as always, where is she? We're fishing. We saved the best till last. And there's Baz's new, well, first ever river pike at £13. Leeches on top of its head, so a sign that it's been sitting dormant for a bit this morning. Lovely colours, it's got red in its fins, tinges of orange. A lovely fish, that Baz. So let's get this one back as well. And she is a lovely fish. She's more than ready to go back. Look at the colours on that. A beautiful fish. An absolute beautiful fish. Turn on the edge. Keep dying to go back underneath that rock there. Off you go, girl. Off you go. Right, so for those who've been wondering about the mechanics of the ledger rig, I have one or two questions on how it works. You basically, when you look at the ledger rig, you've got your ledger on the bottom, a low resistance ring in it, and you're tracing the bait. And what happens is that line there, you can see me braid, your spool's off, and as I say, it goes through to the clip there, and if a pike pulls the bait forward like that, it'll pull out the clip. If the fish comes back towards me, the line will go slack, and the weight of the arm will hit the floor, and it'll pull the line through the bite alarm. So either way, if the fish pulls away, the line pulls through the bite alarm, and if it comes towards you, it goes slack through the alarm under tension, and that way it registers the bite. And what normally happens is the first thing you see is one beep on your alarm normally, and then the line will normally pull out the clip and hit the floor, and then you lift the rod and then you give it your countdown strike as the line pulls off the reel. So yeah, that's the simple mechanics of how it works. Bail arm open, line under tension to your lead, and then as soon as it moves, it just pulls the line through the low resistance ring through your bite alarm. It's as simple as it gets, but obviously hitting the bites is a lot harder because you've got no float to judge the run. Right, so it's about 2 o'clock now, and it's been quite, it's been slow since we had them 2 fish, but that's what days fishing's like sometimes. Sometimes it's all action, and sometimes you come for just 2 chances, and that's what today's been like. Made up that Baz has got his fish. It's a lovely first pike, and the colours on it had red in its fins, and it had red marks on the side of it, but you get that sometimes with pike. But no, it was a lovely conditioned fish, and yeah, moments like that are what it's all about. But the last few hours has been quiet, and it is a trait with this place where it does seem to be in the afternoons it does go quiet, but I keep trying it, and you never know, do you? You never know. One of these times it might prove you wrong and you get another run in the afternoon. Right, so the session's come to an end now. We're getting on for about 4:15. We decided to just give it till last light. I know it looks light behind me, but it isn't, and it's near, it's getting close to dark. Yeah, so them 2 fish, I always say with piking, I come for 1 chance, and if that's a fish that comes off, if I've had 1 chance of a fish. Today we got 2 chances each, and we converted 2 of them, and 2 doubles, and for Baz to get a double figure pike for his first river fish, I'm more than made up. And with him handling the fish, unhooking the pike and stuff like that, he's coming along really well with his piking. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Tight lines in your own fishing, and I'll catch you all in the next episode.